I feel like we're about to witness a massive run here by the New York Knicks, and I'm not talking about just like a winning streak, but I think they're going to be one of the most dominant teams in the NBA for a long time, right? Up there with the Boston Celtics. And honestly, when you talk as a Celtic fan, when you ask me who do I believe is the biggest threat to take down this Celtics team, I would say the Knicks. And yeah, I know the Cavs are really good, especially on paper. Record-wise, they're a better team. But in my opinion, the Knicks are just have a better dynamic, and I think they're going to be more consistent. Now, in this video, I wanted to break down why I believe, right, the Knicks are about to absolutely dominate the NBA, and they're starting to showcase that they're arriving. They're coming. They're here, right? Now, look at this play here. One of my favorites of the game, early third quarter, we're going to get Jaylen Brunson driving into the lane. We're going to get a no-look pass here to the corner, and let's actually just watch it before I break it down. So drives, we're going to look at Josh Hart. We're going to kick it over to OG Anunoby, which gives us or keeps the passing lane open, so good job there, right? Now, once OG Anunoby gets the ball, he's been amazing, by the way. Now we got a little bit of inside or baseline, I guess I should say, not inside, baseline leverage. So look at this, boom, right here, we got that leverage to the basket. Now, whenever you can drive and penetrate into the lane, either it's from the top or the corners, wherever it may be, right, you're going to draw some sort of rotation from a defense. So normally it would be from that weak side. Sometimes you'll get it from the top of the key or from the top of the free throw line, right? But we need to be reactive. We need to know where the defense is going to rotate from and how they're going to rotate. So boom, drives, draws the weak side rotation, and now that the Knicks have 5 guys who can shoot the ball, that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying dynamic. Right now they're big, their shot blocker isn't guarding anybody. And quite frankly, Mikal Bridges, who has struggled early in the season, is starting to knock down his threes. In this game, I know he was just 2 of 7, but still, if you could just be a little bit of a threat to score the ball from downtown, you make defenses really struggle to guard the perimeter, right? And that's why the Celtics are so difficult to defend, because everyone can stretch the floor. It's really difficult, right? And that's why I believe the Knicks are the toughest team in the NBA outside of Boston right now. Now, in this video, we're going to break down a ton of film. If you want more Knicks videos, do what you guys have been doing already. Hit the like button. Let's get over 500 likes. I mean, you guys always kill it, so let's do it again. Apologize, I'm still a little bit sick, so if I sound sick, that's why. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Now, in this game specifically, they had 6 guys score 10 or more points. 5 guys score 18 or more points, and 3 guys scored 24 or more points. Unbelievable, right? Now look at this play here. We're gonna get a behind the back dribble handoff here between Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart. He's gonna leak back over to the 3-point line here. Mikal Bridges is gonna get to the corner, and depending on what Cody Martin does off the screen, if he hedges over, then obviously we do not want to take that shot unless you're just, on a hot streak, right? So boom, handoff. He's gonna get into a fadeaway, get his guy to overcommit. But you're gonna see as he goes up for the shot, this dude Misic is gonna kind of not really overcommit to guarding his man anymore. So all we're gonna do here is kick it back, right? Kick it back to Hart. Hart is going to have this, quick little dump over to OG Anunoby. And again, this is the problem, not the problem, the scary thing about the Knicks. Guys can shoot, man. These guys can shoot, and when they're hitting their shots, there's no beating them. There's no beating them. Look at this. Pull up 3 in your mouth. Sorry, Brandon Miller, right? Jaylen Brunson can do that. Towns can do that. Mikal Bridges, we already saw, can do that. McBride can do that. And man, let me tell you this. If Josh Hart is doing that, good luck. Now, here's something we talk about all the time with this Knicks team. Not only are they so good in terms of creating separation, hitting threes, but they're also so good in forcing turnovers and getting fast break situations, right? So here we go. Josh Hart gets a steal. Now we got this fast break situation where we got basically a 2-on-3. Knicks having the 2, but you have 2 guys who are really good in transition. Josh Hart and Towns, right? So he's just going to kick it over to Towns. Watch this. Drives in, throws down a hammer. I mean, dude, how easy was that for Towns? And one. Sound dumb. This is why you push the ball in transition. Right here, these fast break situations that sometimes can give you easy free throws, or even in this situation here, an and one. And getting Towns That's going to change everything for this team. And I'm honestly wicked excited to see how good they are in 3 to 4 months from now. And a lot of you guys are going to say, well, that's the entire season. Yeah, it takes long to develop that full team chemistry. It really does. It really does. However, it is enough time for them to develop the chemistry and win the NBA Finals. I will say that because we saw the Celtics do it last year. So listen, Knicks fans, if you guys are panicking right now, I would not panic one bit. This team is way too good, way too dynamic to panic. Now, before we get any further into the video, do me a big time favor, hit the like button, just so we can get this video out to more Knicks fans around the world. But more importantly, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And like I said before, we're going to be covering the Knicks all year long. So make sure you join the family, turn on post notifications, offense, defense, individual player breakdown for almost every single game, man. Let's go. I always feel like when Cat gets hyped, he's just funny when he's hyped. But it's honestly, it brings some energy. Look at all these guys getting hyped too. Mikal Bridges. I don't know what he's saying, but OG fadeaway. Towns gets it back. Posting up. Easy money. And one again. Okay, Cat. Now, the one thing I will say about this Knicks team, I feel like the depth might not be amazing. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like for the most part, you don't really see a lot of guys play outside of the top 6, which is crazy, or the top 7, maybe. Sometimes Precious Achiuwa will get in there, but outside of those guys and McBride, I feel like you don't see many more, right? Let me know in the comments down below. I could be very, very wrong, and I apologize if I am. Now, I did just notice before I started filming this certain clip that Cam Payne does get a lot of playing time. So I was wrong. They usually have, what, an 8-man rotation? So let me know in the comments down below if that's right. 8-man rotation, that's actually pretty good. Now, right here, we're going to see, or we already saw, unfortunately, these highlights don't show up, but they had this high pick and roll. Brunson now gets a switch onto a big, and again, this is what we look for, man. Once we get that big man matchup, or Achiuwa versus Cody Martin, we love it. Let's go isolate, man. This is when we have some fun. Clear out, open up some space for Jaylen Brunson, because this is a matchup we love to see. Ready? Watch this. Whoop! Oh my god, that's easy, easy for Jaylen Brunson. How do you guard this? If you're a switching team in the NBA, if you switch everything, man, you need to have bigs that can guard the perimeter. Because if you don't, Jaylen Brunson will cook these boys. Cook these boys. Let's go, man. Love it. All right, here's another good one. So right now, the Hornets are in this position down by 20. We're like, all right, we need to make a change. We need to do something different here. So, you know, he's going to look at his coach, and he's going to say, all right, double team. Let's send 2, right? Send 2 at Jaylen Brunson. Let's see if they can still find something that works. So Cody Martin's going to drop back. He's going to reach that point of the right elbow. He's going to go attack. He's going to go draw 2 defenders. Now we need to be able to read and react to what this defense is going to do, because obviously when you double team one, someone's always open. So he's going to find Precious Achiuwa back at that right elbow, right? Now we're going to get the rotation. Brandon Miller, he's got to go pick up, right? And then the entire defense is away from OG Anunoby. So he's got two decisions, or one thing that he can do out of 2. He can cut to the basket and get a wide open layup or dunk or whatever it may be. Or if he's feeling really good about himself, he can just pull up a wide open 3 here. Whatever he really wants to do. Obviously, it'd be smarter to go for the 2 because it's guaranteed. Achiuwa drives in, finds OG on the backside, who gets a wide open dunk. And again, could have got the 3 if you really wanted it. But obviously, wasn't that big of a deal. Take the 2. If you could take a 2 and it's easy, I would every single day. All right, here's the last one I want to show you. High pick and roll. Gonna get it. And then what happens? Get the switch. Again, they're switching everything. We'll take these mismatches every single day of the week. We get a switch. Now Precious is going to drive or leak to the basket most likely. Right? Boom. Yup. He's going to take his defender with him. They're taught to stay in front, kind of bring him down instead of getting that double team initially. So now we got this mismatch. We love it. McBride versus Nick Richards. So we'll take it every single day of the week. Here we go. Right drive. Step back. Create the separation. Easy money. That's how you end the third quarter. Well, 103-75. The nail was in the coffin. It was over by this point, and I am going to end the video here. I wanted to showcase how good the Knicks can play in a quarter when they're hitting. And when they're hitting, they're one of the toughest teams to be in the NBA. And I'm going to stand by that all year long until I'm wrong. And again, it's going to get to a point where maybe if you have a bad three-point shooting game, you're going to lose. That's how the Celtics play. It did well for them, and it still does good for them. So we're going to really find out how good this Knicks team is. Not for a while, but we will. And we'll really understand how good they are. And I guarantee you it's going to be scary. As long as you're not a Knicks fan, it's going to be scary. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next Knicks update. So far, man, they've been really impressing me. I know Knicks fans hold them to a higher standard, but in my eyes, they're a way better basketball team than they were last year, if I'm being honest.